Hello, this is Studios Octopus or Michaela. So it's been 12 months now since I've had a GlossyBox subscription, a UK subscription, and one of the things I'd always planned on doing was a year-long review to sort of talk about all the stuff that I got, all the value that it was. Did I think it was worth it? Did I like it? Am I continue? You know, so on and so on and so on. So I'm going to be going over the 12 boxes that I already have and sort of talking about a little bit about each one, and then we're going to come back and do the whole box overview. Okay? So my first month was June 2014. This was a regular pink box which had a slightly different design, which was a more of a glossy pink and a slightly different shape. I paid regular price for this, and we also got a physical GlossyBox magazine in this month. Inside the box there was the Nail Girls 3-in-1 base top coat nail strengthener, which was worth £9. A Got To Be Rise and Shine hair souffle, which was worth £4.07. A Tease Trends Cosmetic Beautiful Flat Stiff Brush, which was worth £15.14. The Roger and Gallet Fleur de Figure Discover Ritual Sample Set, which was a lotion, shower cream and fragrance. That was worth £1.60. And a So Susan Cosmetics Universal Blush, which was valued at £18. So overall this box was worth £47.81. There was 7 items. It was quite a nice box, I thought. I've already used up all the sample lotions. The blush I'm still using, it's a lovely pink one. The brush actually is a very nice blending brush because it sort of has a longer, poofier end. I think the only thing that I wasn't really fussed about was the hair souffle. I haven't particularly used it. It's still in the sort of side drawer. So the second month was July 2014. This was a regular Costa box, but it was a limited edition print of I think it was called the American Beauty Heroes edition. So it was red, blue and white, striped stars, all that stuff. And the contents was also American Beauty themed. So there was a Bella Pierre Cosmetics mineral lipstick. I got the shade Ruby. This was valued at £20. I got the Absolute New York Perfecting Eyeshadow Primer. This was valued at £2.92. I got a Carmex Lip Balm. This was valued at £2.69. I got a Mary Kay Cosmetics Lash Love Mascara in I Heart Black, and this was valued at £16. And then there was the Broadway Nails Impress Press-On Manicure in the shade So So Stellar, and these were valued at £7.99. So this box was worth £49.60. I got 5 items. Out of them, I would say the Carmex Lip Balm, I didn't particularly like the formula. It kind of made my lips feel a little stingy, but not quite. And I didn't think much in the end of the press-on manicure, simply in terms of practicality and how they made my nails feel. I think other than that, the lipstick was lovely. The primer was really good actually in terms of value, and the mascara was also actually a pretty decent mascara. So my third box was August 2014. This was again the full cost of £13.29, and this was a sort of a regular pink box that we got, but it was actually a GlossyBox's 3rd birthday edition box. So we had lots of things that were pink themed for GlossyBox. That was the whole box. So there was a Figures in Rouge mini hand cream, and mine was in mango and mandarin, and that was valued at £1.73. There was a Essence Cosmetic lipstick in the shade Natural Beauty, which was valued at £2.29. There was a Kryolan highlighter in the shade Cashmere, and this was valued at £12.95. There was a Yves Rocher nail polish in Rose. This was valued at £3.60. There was a Philip Kingsley Elasticizer Deluxe sample valued at £6.08. And a perfume sample. This was the Lalique L'Amour sample valued at £2.68. Overall, this box was worth £29.33, which was actually below average, and you got 6 items. But I actually quite liked this box for having lots of more affordable products. The hand cream was lovely. The lipstick was a very nice, sort of slightly better than your own lip shade. And the highlighter was really, really lovely. So actually very nice for a low value box, even though it was my first lower value box. So my fourth box was September 2014. This was full regular cost of $13.25. And this box was a limited edition Karen Millen London Fashion Week box. This is our second limited edition box. This was also the month that the GlossyBox changed how much their surveys were worth. They went from being 50 glossy dots per survey to 20 glossy dots per survey. So that was on the 4th month that I'd had my subscription. So in this box, I got a Model Co More Brows Fibre Gel. This was worth £14.95. I got a deluxe sample of the L'Oreal Professional Mythic Hair Oil, which was worth £5.74. I got some sample sachets from Skin Pep. It was a brightening enzyme and acid peel. There was 2 of those, and a dark circle eraser eye cream. Those were valued at £12.59. I got a Nails Inc Westminster Bridge Matte Top Coat. That was worth £12. And I got a Nivea 3-in-1 Micellar Cleansing Water worth £4.07. So overall this box was worth £49.35. There were 7 items. I actually quite like this box. I like the cleansing water as sort of a more value type item, but the brow gel and the mythic oil and the matte top coat, they were all really, really lovely. I was less fussed about the sachets, but this was actually the last box that I've gotten sachets in, so all the way back in September of the last year. So actually pretty decent box. My 5th box was the October 2014 edition, and this box for me was actually free. I had already redeemed my first free box because of the higher value that the GlossyBox used to have. And again, this was also a limited edition box. This is our 3rd limited edition one, which was the Andy Warhol Pop Art edition. And they also trialled in this box not having a product card, which only lasted for this 1 month, but it is interesting to see that they've changed things so from month to month. So in this box I received a Ciate London paint pot in the shade Pom Pom. This was worth £9. I got a Etrabel Cosmetics Lip Lift Peel worth £10.17. I got a So Susan Cosmetics Flutter Mascara. This was worth £14.95 and was also my first repeat brand. So 5 months in I got a brand a second time, but it was a different type of product. There was no problem with that. I got the Nuxe Creme Fraiche de Beauty Mask worth £19.50. I got a Yves Rocher Notes d'Amour perfume sample, which I think was another repeat brand, and that was worth £5.50, and a sample of the Rimmel London BB cream in the shade Light, and that was valued at £1.86. So overall this box was actually worth £60.98. This is the highest box value over the whole year, and there are 6 items in it. The reason this box is worth so much is because each of the individual items are worth quite a lot. 3 of them were worth about £10 or more. So it's not necessarily that there's lots of items to make up that value. There's lots of high-priced items that you might not necessarily have bought. On the items, the face mask in particular in this month's box was really, really lovely. That's what I remember from October 2014. So my 6th box was November 2014. This is a full cost again of £13.25. It was a regular pink box, which is our first one that we'd had since August, and we also had the products card back because the trial of no products cards only lasted the 1 month. So in this box we had the Lollipops Makeup Eye Pencil in the shade 701 Goodbye Moon, which was worth £11.18. I got the Burt's Bees Lip Shine in the shade 060 Smooch, which was valued at £6.99. I got the Umberto Gianni Miracle Worker. It's a sort of a hair oil type product, which was worth £8. I got a deluxe sample of the H2O Plus Face Oasis Hydrating Treatment Gel, which was worth £4.40. And a deluxe sample of the Monu Skincare Refining Capri Facial Oil, which was worth £7.80. So overall this box was worth £38.37. There were 5 items. Looking back on it, I think I was determined to give the lip shine a go, but I really haven't worn it that much since then because it's basically a lip gloss, and I don't think I really like lip glosses, so I haven't really used it that much. And then sort of interesting products-wise, I was very interested in the facial oil, but not 100% convinced in the end. But still an interesting box. My 7th box, which is December 2014, which is a full-size cost box, and this was a Christmas-themed print and sort of contents as well box. So in this box we got a Bella Pierre Cosmetics Lip and Cheek Stain. This is in the shade Coral. This was valued at $12.99 in another repeat brand. We got the Tresemme Renewal Hair and Scalp Nourish and Renew Hair Tonic. This is valued at £5.50. I got the Anatomical Zap 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 Gets That Chap Day and Night Spot Stick, which was worth £3.79. I got the All That Jazz Nail Polish in the shade Stella's Draped in Pearls, which was valued at £9.98. And I got a deluxe sample of the Skin Pep Hydro Boost Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum, valued at £5.35, and again another repeat brand. So overall this box was worth £37.62 and I got 5 items. Unfortunately the Anatomical's Day and Night Spot Stick broke after about 1 or 2 weeks. I didn't get to use it all. The packaging was really brittle, the plastic, and broke really easily. I was actually very disappointed, but it was the least value item in the box, at least, for all that it broke really quickly. Other than that, I actually really loved all the other items in the box. They were really good. My 8th box was January 2015. This cost £13.25 regular price and was a regular pink box. So in it I got the Me Cosmetics Eye Pencil in Clay, which was valued at £4. The Nicka K New York Colourlux Blush, valued at £6.97. The Jelly Pong Pong All Over Glow, which is a highlighter, valued at £10. The Kishi's Natural and Pleasant Revitalizing Face Toner, which was valued at £8.34. And the Naked Lips Organic Superfruits Lip Balm, valued at £3.89. So this box value was £33.20 and there were 5 items. Jelly Pong Pong is technically, you could consider it a repeat brand. It's a branch off brand from So Susan. It's part of the So Susan line, really. Most of the items in this box were really lovely. I think mostly the blush I was a little unconvinced by in its packaging. So my 9th box is February 2015, full cost, and this is the limited edition Valentine's Day box. In it we got the Wilkinson Sword Hydra Silk Razor worth £9.99, a Mask Mineral Eyeshadow in the shade 50 Shades, which is worth £14.49, a Royal Apothic Tinties Lip Butter in the shade Coral, this was worth £9.16, a So Susan Rose Quartet, sort of a lip and cheek stain little compact, and I got the shade Warm Rose. This was worth £8. And a full-size Superdrug B Cosmetics Defined Eyebrow Kit in the shade Dark, and this is valued at £9.99. So this, and we also got a little packet of Love Hearts as our first sort of bonus non-cosmetic type item, which was quite sweet for Valentine's Day. And this box was worth £51.63. I got 6 items in it. So there were a couple of repeat brands, I think, or it was just So Susan was the repeat brand. The razor lasted about 3 months, which seemed actually reasonable value to me. The other products in the box were all really lovely. The eyeshadow and the lip butter both were particularly lovely. Yeah, so I actually really liked the box. And I like that this box sort of had you could use each of the items to create a look, because it was sort of like a Valentine's Day date box, which I thought was cute. My 10th box was March 2015, and this was a full-size cost and a regular pink box. In this box I got the Neobay Moisturising Peeling Milk worth £13.71. I got a Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara worth £3.30. I got a deluxe sample set of the Dove Advanced Hair Series Youthful Vitality Shampoo and Conditioner. This was worth £2.40. I got a NCLA Nail Lacquer in the shade I Only Fly Private worth £13. and a sleek makeup pout paint in the shade Pinup, and this was worth £4.99. So overall this box was worth £37.40. There were 6 items. We had 1 repeat brand in Essence Cosmetics. The sample set of shampoo and conditioner I was less fussed about, but all the other items in this box actually were really lovely, and I really liked all of them. My 11th box, the April 2015 box, this was full cost at £13.25, and this was the iconic Hollywood Beauty Edition limited edition cover. And inside it we also got sort of Hollywood Beauty recommended type products. So I got a Loudonberry lipstick pencil in the shade Kiss. This was worth £10. I got a Astral Original Face and Body Moisturiser, and this was worth 97p. I got a Pop Beauty Kajal eyeliner pen in the shade Sooty Black, and this was worth £6.50. I got a Colour Club nail polish in the shade Barely There, and this was worth £4.10. And then a IDC Scented Garden Country Rose body lotion, and this was valued at £3.59. So overall this box was worth £25.16. So this is the least value box I got in the whole 12 months. And there were 5 items in total, like usual, but each of the items were very, very low value. Out of this box, I really liked the lip pencil, which was really lovely, and the nail polish, actually, while it isn't a shade that I would particularly wear, the formula of Colour Club nail polishes is fantastic. The rest of the items were cheap and kind of felt cheap and weren't that great. So over the 12 months, April 2015 has really been the box that I think I would say I was more disappointed in than any other, and the rest of them I was all really happy with. So I still think it's been worth it in that was the only disappointing month. And then my 12th and final month is May 2015. This was full cost of £13.25, and it was also a regular box. I got the Me Enchanted Eyes dual-ended eye wand pencil eyeshadow. This is worth £6.95, and this was in the shade Midnight Storm. I got the Etrabel Aloe Vera Ultra Moisturising Gel. This was worth £15.93. I got a deluxe sample of Zero Shampoo Foam worth £2.72. I got a deluxe sample of the Sass Intimate Perfect Skin Concentrate, and this was worth £3.60. And I also got a Collection Cosmetics Field Day lipstick in the shade Pink Rose, and this is worth £2.99. So the total box value was £35.19. There were 5 items. This was a much better box after April's more disappointing box. I really liked the eye pencil for the lovely 2 shades that you got, and the moisturising gel, the aloe vera one, while it was a little expensive for what it is lovely. I think I'm less bothered in the end about the foam and the Sass Intimate Concentrate. They're nice enough, but not something that I would buy myself. And the lipstick was a cheap lipstick. That's the 12 months, and next we will do the full box overview. Okay, so we're back. So we've had all of the overview of each individual box, and then I wanted to actually give an overview of the year as a whole. So the subscription cost £145.75. I'm just reading my notes here. And that's me. I just do a rolling 1 month at a time one, so it's £13.25 a month, £145-ish. I'll have the figures up here, or up here, whichever side is for the whole year. It could have been as cheap as £129.25 if you get a actual year-long subscription. You get a slight discount. But I do think I prefer being able to cancel it on a monthly basis if you need to. So overall, adding all of the values of each box that I totted up each month, the subscription was worth £495.64, which is actually quite a lot of money. That's just about £500 worth of cosmetics type stuff over a whole year for only about £150 spent. So it's sort of like 3.5 times more value that you've gotten for the amount that you've put in. A couple of the other things that I have written down to point out is the value of the things that I got paid for the whole cost of the subscription over a whole year after only the first 4 months, because that's how much stuff I got in the first 4 months. My most expensive box was £60.98, so nearly £61, which was in October of last year. But then my least expensive box was actually £25.16. That was in April this year. So some boxes are more than twice the value of others. The average box value is more like £28. It's sort of either 27 or 28, depending on how you work out your averages, which is pretty good. Most boxes are around between £30 and £40, which is about 3 times what you pay each month value-wise, which is pretty good. So over the whole year, I got 68 items. It's usually about 5 per box. There were occasionally boxes where you got 1 extra. And over these 68 items, actually only 5 of them were sachets. And we got all of those sachets very early on in that whole year subscription, which is nice because I think most people tend to say they don't like the sachets. So they do seem to have stopped giving them to anyone, or at least in my experience. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was repeat items. So over the whole year, I got, just move this along here, I got 20 skincare items, which admittedly are all sorts of different items. I got 10 lip items, which are pretty much mostly lipsticks over the course of a year. 8 nail polish type items, which is actually quite a lot, considering I don't have nails selected on my profile. But some boxes, they seem to just say everyone is getting this type of product, even though it doesn't really fit. Only 6 hair items, which I've actually quite liked having the hair items. A lot of them have been very pampering, which is nice. I've got 4 blushes, 4 eye pencils, 3 mascaras, which isn't as many as I thought, actually. I thought we'd gotten loads and loads of them. A couple of fragrances, a couple of highlighters, a couple of brow products, and a single brush over the whole course of the year, which is the first month. And the other thing is, box art-wise, we had actually about an even split between regular pink boxes and limited edition sort of nice arty boxes. There was about 6 of each. So they didn't really seem that limited edition, but I think everyone likes getting the lovely, cute, different package boxes anyway, so I think that's quite nice. So yeah, value-wise, I think actually when you tot up and look back at everything over the whole year that you got and all of the money that it would have been worth if you'd bought it, obviously there's a certain amount of you wouldn't have bought that for yourself, but it's nice to try. I do think it was really, really good value this year to have a GlossyBox subscription. I am going to be continuing on with my subscription and seeing how it goes. But yeah, that was my GlossyBox a whole year in review. I hope you found it interesting and that you might consider getting one, I guess, if you're interested in seeing it more long term rather than just on a month per month basis, that over a year it is actually really good value. But I'll see you again next time.